Okay, so you got hurt and you want to make a claim against the person who hurt you. Pick a rear-end collision or car accident, or they ran the red light and hit the driver's side of your door and you're like all dizzy and you went to the hospital and the doctor and therapy and, well, what do? You want to make a claim, and that's appropriate. That's what the law says. You're entitled to compensation. But there's a time limit, my friend. Every state has what is called the statute of limitations. It's a law. It's written down in the law books of every state. And I'm just going to refer to it as a time limit. And why is there a time limit? Well, tell me something. How would you feel if I said that, you know, when I was in third grade, my third grade teacher hit me, and now I can no longer, in my whole life, I can no longer hear in my right ear because of my third grade teacher. Now okay, you guessed, right? I'm a little older than you probably thought, but that was more than 50 years ago. Would it be fair now to make a claim against my third grade teacher 50 years later? Of course not. So every state has made a decision on how long you have to file your claim. And if you don't do it within that time limit, you're out of here, baby. No money, no ticky, no laundry. You just are gone. So Virginia, locally here, is 2 years. Maryland and Washington, D.C., it's 3 years. But don't wait until the last minute. I personally won't take a client if it's within 6 months of that time limit deadline, because there's just too many things to do. Go to an attorney. Doesn't cost anything. Attorneys will be happy to talk to you and explain your rights and explain the time limit. And then the attorney can get started working on your case so that when you've finished with your medical treatment and you're all happy and lucky and bouncy, you can play the piano again. Wait a minute, Paul, I never used to play the piano. Well, you can now. Play volleyball again, do all the things you want to do, right? You're better. Now it's appropriate to try and resolve your case and get you fair and reasonable and complete compensation.
I've known attorneys for most of my career. I spent almost 20 years at a company that sells to attorneys. So I dealt with them all the time. And some could be stuck up, some can feel like they're more important than you, some can be just like regular people. And we have Paul.
Paul is not selling. He's saying, I'm here to help you. I'm going to help you to get what you deserve.
I call my friends. I have 2 co-workers at my school I work. They use Mr. Samako. And I have a friend, which is one of my best friends. She used Mr. Samako. I had about 5 people. They used his services. That's when I called right away.
He was the first one we called, not the first one we looked at. We also looked at the reviews for others, and we did like Paul Samako's reviews, so we decided to give him a call.
I actually saw a commercial of Mr. Samako, and I gave him a call, and it was about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. He picked up the phone. We talked for about 45 minutes to an hour, and he told me he'll get back with me the following day, and he did, and he decided he'll take the case.
Something that I really appreciate about Mr. Samako is that he sent me a letter telling me how much money he's going to be asking to the insurance company and how much money he was expecting to get. So that way I had expectations. It covered everything, all the expenses, medical, my pain and suffering, and it was more than what I was expecting.
I'm proud to say that 99.5% of the colleagues that I have the same belief. We're not unethical people. We want the best for you. And why? You know, why? Because at the end of the day, if we have 2 cents worth of intelligence in our brains, the better we do for you, the more correct we are, the more service we give you, the more appropriate conversation we give you, the more we satisfy you, the more likely it is that you're going to refer your friends and family to us. Business 101, people want to work with people they know, like, and trust. So yeah, there might be some attorneys who do some things that are wrong or unethical. Yeah, that's going to happen, but they'll get found out. What is that expression? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. The clients always know. Unethical? Not here. Don't wait. There's no harm in making that phone call because, again, the attorney's not going to charge you for that phone call to answer questions and to give you some guidance.